Niche anime, it's all around us. Anime is about cooking Japanese sweets, anime is about mopeds, anime is about winter camping, anime is about shogi, anime is about ping pong, anime is about judo. Now these animes at a far distance look very straightforward. Niche animes are nice when you are into those niche subjects. But when you are not, it's a very hard sell to make. Why would you want to watch an anime about shogi if you don't know the basic rules of shogi? But the few out there, the shogi one included, they go beyond those niche things and even become more than just an anime about those niche subjects. Take this F4 anime, Overtake. Although F1 racing is a very popular subject, the overlap between your typical otaku who watches the Bunny Girl Senpai movie and the average Charles Leclerc fan, it's very minimal. But Overtake does what any good form of media does. Its main focus isn't the niche, it's the characters. Overtake has 4 complex characters that I think makes the anime stand out in a pool of great animes this year. Our main boy, Haruka. He's an introvert. Haruka is a very motivated kid. He's determined to succeed in F4. And probably more important to him is bringing happiness to the people that care for him. Haruka's determination comes from a terrible tragedy, a tragedy that he blames himself for, which makes Haruka very easy to cheer for. I mean, who doesn't want to cheer for the perfect innocent underdog? I mean, I guess to be fair, it's very typical sports anime fashion. Tokumaru is similar to Haruka in a way that he's motivated to the soul, but unlike Haruka, he expresses his motivation externally, either by his actions in a race or how he thinks of other people in his team. Now I think Tokumaru is the perfect Frasier to Haruka's Ali, which I assume would make such a great clash by the end of the season. Satsuki is Tokumaru's partner. Although they do have this little competitive streak of who wants to be the lead racer, which is mainly fueled by Tokumaru, Satsuki's determination isn't as apparent as Tokumaru's. In fact, the exterior, he's just a typical womanizer. You know, he's a woman's man, if you will. But the injury that he sustains later in the season, we get to see this man in another light. We get to see his insecurities. His age, which, you know, as a side note, it's 20. You know, sports is a tough world. His age is getting up there, and for an F4 racer trying to make it in the higher circuit, he's gotta start climbing soon. The most important character is Kyoya. Kyoya lives in a totally different world between the other 3. He's an older person, he works as a cameraman, and most interestingly, he is emotionally just the total opposite of the 3. He has no motivation. He's a man who can motivate others and cheer for others, sure, but for his own self, he cannot do much. He's a man who needs someone to give him that push. And that's where Haruka comes in. Their relationship is what makes the show just great. Although it might not look like it on the outside, they are mutually helping each other. Haruka's determination slowly rubbing into Kyoya's personality, and Kyoya being a good supporter both externally, finding that sponsorship, and a friend who could tell Haruka that, hey, you gotta slow down here. As I said earlier in the video, a good niche anime isn't about just the niche. In episode 9, it didn't even have a single scene of F4 racing. It was more like an anime about photography even. But despite that, episode 9 was by far the most liked episode. This was the episode where we get to understand the inner workings of Kyoya. Why does he have so much trouble shooting pictures of people? It's a very well made episode. It starts with Haruka trying to understand Kyoya, the relationship that Kyoya has with the child in the picture and the child's grandfather, the comparisons and the differences between that Vietnamese dude getting shot. No racing involved, it's a character driven arc, and it's a really, really good one at that. One that is not expected from a niche anime about F4. Niche animes like Overtake, who truly understand that the niche is not the end goal, but in fact just a vehicle to get to the end goal of making a good story with good characters is what anime is all about.